Yes, we are over here, guys. The schedule of releases for the consumer price index date is today. The release date is September 13th, and we are going to get the consumer price index for the month of August 2023. And this number is definitely going to affect the market, not just only the traditional market, but also the crypto market. And along with that, we know the FTX is expected to receive approval to liquidate its assets on September 13th, which is today. Yes, guys, today is a big day. The crypto exchange plans to sell up to 200 million worth of crypto every week. If the plan goes ahead as reported, it would equate to millions of dollars in sales each week. The crypto exchange had around 3.4 billion worth of crypto in April and plans to sell up to 200 million worth of crypto every week. So these events are very important, and it is going to affect the market. So if you are ready to see what's going to unfollow next, then please, guys, watch this video till the end. And also, before I jump into the content, destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet. And yes, the bearish scenario, the head and shoulder scenario, looks like getting invalidated because the price, after some shakeout, has managed to come across the neckline, and now we are clearly above it. And I was very clear, if the price of Bitcoin fails to regain its trend over 25,700, 25,800, then this will play out as a retest, price failing to break out of this neckline and continuing our rally here to the downside. But in our case, fortunately, we are above the neckline, and this might be a very interesting and also bullish scenario for the medium short term. I mean, the price of Bitcoin invalidating the bearish scenario, and looks like it could be forming another bullish continuation for the medium short term. I mean, if you look at the price structure, you can see very clearly, guys, in a daily time frame, this is clearly lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of formation. But if we look at the RSI is clearly forming higher lows. That means we are being flashed with a bullish divergence in a daily time frame. MACD already forming a bullish MACD cross, but T3CCI is still in a negative territory. So if we see this MACD coming across this zero level, the horizontal level, right, and also T3CCI appearing in a positive territory, then this trend might possibly continue here to the upside, get attracted in between 27,000-28,000 before deciding the trend duration. Why 28,000? Because we know 28,000 was the previous high, right? Around that area, because breaking the previous high could result in another bullish continuation like this. Yes, the price of Bitcoin, if it manages to break out of 28,000, then the upcoming days for Bitcoin is expected to be bullish. But if you look at this in a very simple way, we know this horizontal trend line in the past price action acted as a strong line of resistance, right? But this exact line also acted as a support when the price of Bitcoin was free falling. Here, we tested this horizontal trend line twice and found support. So in our case, if the price of Bitcoin is going to show further continuation here to the upside, right, after testing the support from this horizontal trend line, then this upper trend line is where we could be getting attracted, and that's again going to be in between 27,000 to 28,000, just like from this past price action. Because we know in the past price action, the price of Bitcoin started with this actual bullishness when we broke the resistance from this falling trend line, and in our case, this falling trend line is holding the price. So in the medium short term, this same line might also be attracting the price. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that even if the price is going to fake out this falling trend line around 27,000 to 28,000 is where we could be getting attracted before the price of Bitcoin chooses a trend duration. Because if we look at this price structure in a very simple way. Now, before I switch to other chart, I just want to quickly aware you guys about the bonuses which are available for our community members in the description down below. Bybit with 30,000 deposit bonus plus 1,000 USDT giveaway to our community members who sign up using this link within this month. Yes, guys, you just have to follow a simple step to claim this 1,000 USDT giveaway. So if you want to grab this opportunity, the link to Phemex, the link to Bybit, OKX are all given in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. Now, let me switch the chart. In a smaller time frame, we are forming a broadening bottom formation. According to this broadening bottom formation, the price is ready to start a new impulsiveness once we break the resistance from this upper trend line. In the past price action, if you look at this carefully, this upper trend line rejected the price, right? So if the price in the medium short term comes across this trend line and flips it into support, then you can see the price objective from this broadening bottom is somewhere in between 27,900 to 28,000 range. So this bullish scenario will line up parallelly if the price in the medium short term overcomes the resistance between 26,500 to 26,600 into proper support, because we know by doing that we have a very high probability also breaking the resistance from this falling trend line, and even this bullish divergence is going to play out perfectly. But this news is definitely going to affect the market. FTX approval to liquidate its asset, and also the CPI number for the month of August. Yes guys, we have to monitor this event as well, but the most important thing is the resistance which we have in between 27,000 to 28,000 range. And if you look at the CPR for the month of September, this bottom line rejected us twice, because we knew this horizontal trend line was the bottom CPR line. In the past price action, this line rejected us. What happened after that? We formed a lower low. Now this is another rejection from this horizontal trend line. So in the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin manages to come across this horizontal trend line, then there is a very high probability that we are also going to break out from this upper trend line from the broadening bottom, which could result in another continuation here like this. Price of Bitcoin getting attracted in between 27,000 to 28,000 before choosing an actual trend duration, because you know guys, breaking out from this 28,000 could be very bullish for Bitcoin for the coming days. But if we fail to break out of this resistance line between 27,000 28,000, nothing is going to matter. I mean, even after some relief rally, if we fail to break out of this key line, this will be looked as a temporary relief rally like this, and price is expected to form another lower low, because getting rejection from this bottom CPI line forced the price of Bitcoin to form a new lower low, and this could be happening here as well. So in the medium short term, we have to overcome the resistance in between 27,000 to 28,000 range. And if you look at this price structure in a different way, I mean in a bigger frame, we are still being flashed with some bearish divergence. I mean in a weekly, this is a bearish divergence on RSI. If we look at this in a bit different way, also in a weekly, this is a rising wedge whose support has already been broken, which could lead to another continuation, because the price opportunity from this rising wedge is in between 20,000 21,000 range. And even the dead cat bounce trading pattern, according to this dead cat bounce trading pattern, if you look at this carefully, remaining below 28,000 means we are still below the 0.618 0.5 Fibonacci line, and getting rejection around that area has led to a continuation, right? So any sort of a relief rally, we have to invalidate this bearish scenario as well, and to do that we have to find proper support over 28,000. By doing that, price of Bitcoin is expected to show some bullish continuation for the coming days. But remaining below 28,000 means the price of Bitcoin, even after some bullishness, might still fake out. So I want you guys to be careful, because if I would add this Williams alligator indicator, you can see this is still a bearish crossover. I have been very clear. When we see blue line appearing at the top and green line at the bottom, it usually indicates weakness, and price after that in most of the cases has showed retracement, right? You can see each and every time whenever the blue line was at the top, green line at the bottom, the price of Bitcoin has always showed weakness. So in our case right now, this is still a bearish crossover, because the blue line is above the green and red line. So if you want the price of Bitcoin to turn actual bullish, we have to overcome the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, and that is again going to be around 28,000 range. Finding support over 27,000 could turn this bearish crossover into a bullish crossover, where this green line will start appearing at the top and the blue line at the bottom. So this is also one thing what we have to take into consideration. Even if I would add CryptoAnup indicator, right, our personal indicator, we are being flashed with a sell signal, right? When the price of Bitcoin broke the support around 29,000, this sell signal started appearing, and now the price is still below it. So along with this Williams alligator indicator, this crypto on a buy sell indicator will also act as a resistance in between 27 28,000. So finding support over 27 28,000 will invalidate some bearish scenario which is playing out right now for Bitcoin, and that could result in some very nice impulsive movement for the coming days, because we are not allowed to forget, guys, we are not allowed to forget this dead cross scenario which is happening right now. I have already showed you plenty of time. This dead cross in the past price action has resulted in a correction, right? A bigger retracement. Each and every time whenever we have seen this dead cross appearing, after that the price of Bitcoin, even after some relief rally, has failed to continue the uptrend and started with a corrective movement. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that as long as the price of Bitcoin remains below 27 28,000, any sort of an impulsive movement will be looked as a temporary impulsive movement, and if we manage to overcome that resistance, then we know the bearish scenario which I showed you are most probably going to get invalidated, and price after that is expected to show another continuation here like this. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.